Good evening. This is the March 17th nominations and appointments committee meeting. My name is Chris Miller, Counselor for District 6. Beside me is Counselor Vanessa Campos for District 1, and beside her is Counselor Wesley Butler for District 4. Tonight, we have two applications for the Youth Commission, and we will be starting out with Annabelle Mylander. And I believe we have Annabelle virtually with us.
Hi, it's Annabelle Salom Milander. How are y'all doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to explain the process. It's pretty simple, casual. The three of us will take turns asking you questions related to your application to the Youth Commission. When we're done, you're more than free to ask us of any questions that you might have. So I will start. If you could just tell us in your words what you feel the Youth Commission's reason for being is, and what you feel your job being on the commission will be.
I feel like the Youth Commission is going to be, I'm not completely sure, but I feel like it'd be a resource and a voice for the youth in the city of Reading to fix a lot of things that, need fixing. And me as a 17-year-old kid from Reading that's lived here my entire life, I feel like I'd bring a new perspective of the people that you're trying to reach.
Okay. And for you, being on the Youth Commission?
It would be a great opportunity to network and connect with different people in power, different people making changes in the community. I would love to be a part of that.
Okay, thank you. I just have one other question from your application. Could you sort of go into a little bit more detail where you put in, describe something you have accomplished or a project you have worked on individually or in a group, and you wrote about your project to spread awareness to young school children about certain government policies and their rights. Could you just sort of elaborate on that?
This is a project that it's very new and I just started working on it recently, but I bring awareness to certain policies, like for example, police brutality, one example, to children so they know their rights in case they get stopped by the police. I want to do an outreach with schools, obviously asking the school board members, but yeah, so we could teach children to be better than we are, to not make mistakes, to know that they have a voice and they are protected.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to pass it on to my fellow counselors. They'll ask their questions.
Hi, Annabelle. Thank you for applying to be on the Youth Commission. Looking at your application, I see you are involved in many school activities and outside school activities. Are you going to be able to regularly attend meetings and also go to Youth Commission events during the year?
Yeah, to my knowledge, the meetings are only a few times a month, so I would regularly be able to attend. I'm very good at time managing.
Right. And then my last question is, what would you like to see the Youth Commission accomplish when you get on?
You have the water zone? No. I would love to see the youth commission accomplish giving a voice to kids, working specifically with children. Yeah, I'm not completely sure on what y'all do based on your flyer, but would be very interested in whatever that may be.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Annabelle. This is Counselor Campos. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you for your interest in joining the Youth Commission. I'd first like to know, how did you hear about this opportunity?
I am in a club at the Reading High School Social Justice Club. Apart from that, my school counselors recommended it to me, said I would be perfect for it.
Great, that's good to hear. I like that you mentioned that this would be a great opportunity to network, and I think that's important as a way to get engaged, meet other youth, and also meet other leaders in the community as well. So that would be a great opportunity. You did mention here that you're interested in going to college to major in political science, and that you are working on the project that you mentioned recently to help young children advocate for their political rights. So there seems to be a strong political background that you have that you want to continue to pursue. Can you speak more on that?
For me, politics is personal. As a person in this community, as a minority throughout many backgrounds, I believe that politics can play a very big effect on our day-to-day lives. And yeah, it could either make us or break us, and I would like to be a part of the making.
Very good. It's a very good answer. And I like that you said that it is part of our everyday lives. Some of us forget that, I mean, politics is all around us. We can't avoid it. And one more thing is that you said you like to work on a project to raise graduation rates in the high school. What are your thoughts and how do you think the Youth Commission can help with that? I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What you mentioned that you would like to work on a project to raise graduation rates in the high school. How do you think the Youth Commission can help with that?
I believe that the Youth Commission has the resources and the people in power to talk to make programs to keep people engaged, to help this community graduate on time, because I am class of 2026 and as of right now over 300 people have dropped out. It's sad, and I believe that the Youth Commission could really with its influence and its power could affect it.
Thank you, Annabelle. I appreciate your answers. That's all I have.
Okay. I just have a quick question, just for my personal knowledge. What is, under the activities that you're involved in, what is Link Crew?
Oh, Link Crew is an activity. It's a program specifically first semester to the summer. We're mentoring freshmen coming into the high school.
Okay, thank
So
you.
we give tours, we give it, yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. I didn't know what it was. Thank you. Okay, did you have any questions for us?
No, thank you.
All right, I will let Shelley, Deputy Clerk, explain the remainder of the process to you, and then we'll go from there.
So after the interviews are over this afternoon, the committee will deliberate about moving you forward for membership. If they agree to do so, you'll be on City Council's agenda next week on Monday, the 24th, for formal approval. I am the staff liaison to the Youth Commission, so once all of that goes through, we'll get you linked into the email group and the group chat so that you can start being involved with the commission.
Okay, sounds great. At what time is the meeting going to be?
The meetings are the first Wednesday of the month, at 5 p.m. and they are meeting virtually right now because of their schedule limitations.
Okay, and on Monday, when would it be?
That meeting is at 7 p.m. You do not need to be present for that. You are free to watch. I mean, you're free to attend if you'd like, but you can also watch on Facebook Live or by their Zoom link as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you for attending virtually tonight. If there are no more questions, have a good evening.
You too. Thank you for your time.
Okay. We want to vote on each one individually, or do we want to wait till the second interview and vote on both applicants at the end?
Do individual.
Okay, then let's start with Annabelle. She sounds like a quality candidate for the youth commission with some interesting ideas. I think that the activities she's involved with, the comments that she made, she'll be a good asset to the youth commission. I'm in favor of her being moved forward.
I'm in favor as well. I like her interest in politics and that's what we need at a young age to be interested in, so that when they get older, they can learn more about it. So that's something, I know we haven't interviewed too many of the youth yet, but I was very interested when I saw that part in her application. And then also like her reasoning behind why she wants to be involved in politics and just be an advocate. So this is a good step. I am also in favor.
Yeah, I'm in favor as well. I agree with, she has tons of interest and seems to have growing passion for community work. She mentioned 300 students dropping out in her class. I thought that was very alarming. So,
Very high.
yeah, that's definitely an issue, but
It's about right.
yep,
It's unfortunate.
I'm in favor of her.
Good. Then we can say that we are all in favor of moving her forward. Side conversation, what's the total number of students?
That's what I was thinking in senior, like.
Right, what's the 300
What are we
compared
gonna-
to?
That's what I thought.
Whoa, my class when I graduated is 2019. 900.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 1,000.
City's
Okay.
grown since then. So.
Yeah, 1,000 or more,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, class of 86, I was just over 700, so classes are big. But for 300 to have dropped out already, that is.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, that's great.
But I like her connection that, you know, being part of the youth commission would help those students and how she feels this is something kind of positive, yeah, that would make a difference. Which I think more engagement helps the students feel more, as useful.
that was an interesting comment. I'm sure if not all students have a good grasp of how many students are moving forward in their class and what the total number is of students that have dropped out.
It's like she's very, she cares. She wants to,
Right, it's important to
Right.
her,
yeah,
right,
because
another good
she found
example.
out those numbers, you know. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next applicant. We have Rihanna. Good evening, Rihanna. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I think we're all good. The process tonight will be that each of us will ask you questions related to the position. And then at the end, if you have any questions for us, you're free to ask. And I will let Counselor Campos beside me start the process.
Okay.
Hi, Rihanna, thank you for your interest and thank you for joining us today. I'd like to first ask, how did you learn about the youth commission?
I'm at a club in my school called Knights for Social Justice, and my advisor brought it up to me and asked me if I was interested in joining, and I was like, sure, because it sounded like a great opportunity.
Great, and in one of your answers in your application, you said one of the most important issues is phone addiction is causing the youth to procrastinate and be out of touch with the world. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and the role that the youth commission would play to help avoid that?
Yes, I think that we as a community, we could do more outreach and allow the people in the youth in our community to connect together and communicate with one another rather than being on their phones all the time. 'Cause I think,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, because I think a lot of times they don't know what to do, or they don't know how they can be involved, how they can communicate with other people without being on their phones.
Absolutely, so these are skills that they can learn, right, that would keep them out just on social media or on their phones all the time. Thank you for your answers, that's all I have, I'll pass it to Counselor Butler.
Hey, Rihanna, thank you for applying to be on the youth commission. My only question is, what do you think the purpose of the youth commission is?
To get our youth to connect and to build as a whole, and so that we can communicate our ideas and just make a difference.
Okay, thank you.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I have two questions. One question, I guess, rolled into the other. How did you find out about the opening on the youth commission? And when, if you are appointed, what are some of your goals that you would like to see the youth commission accomplish?
Okay. So like I said before, I'm in Knights for Social Justice. We primarily talk about how we can, like, we talk about our youth a lot and how we can help our youth. We talk about getting out there and volunteering and things of that nature. So that's how I heard about it. And what I would primarily like to do is, like I said, connect with our youth and just get out in the community and help one another and just I don't know, and make a difference.
Good answer. The last question is, do you feel you'll be able to attend the meetings?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I think that's all the questions we have. Did you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I was wondering, how long has the youth commission been intact, and what are some projects that you guys have worked on?
So the youth commission was formed in 2020 during COVID. So that was a little bit of a challenge. But what have they accomplished? They do a lot of community events, some of them city events, some of them other organizational events, to get out in the community and talk to as many people as they can. That has been their focus to this point. They also in the past did a social media video campaign where they would pick a topic and do a short TikTok style video about whatever topic they had chosen. So those are two of the big things that they work on at this point.
And also they came up with the concept for the event of Halloween on Penn,
Yes.
which was a big
Okay.
success. So the commission is involved in the community if you're looking.
Yeah,
Sure.
that is what I'm looking for. I think a lot of times I just feel like our community isn't together. I feel like we're very separated from one another.
Good point. All right, the next part of the process is that we will vote on whether you'll be appointed to the commission. After that, Shelley Smith will mention the remainder of the process of the follow-up.
So if the committee decides to move you forward for membership, the full council will formally appoint you at their meeting on Monday, the 24th. You do not need to be there for that meeting. And if you are appointed, then I am the youth commission's staff liaison, so I'll make sure that you get into the email group and the group chat so that you can jump in and get involved with what they're working on.
Okay.
Okay, so we thank you for appearing virtually and have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Good night.
You too.
Okay. Brianna, comments?
I'm in favor. I think she would be another great addition to the commission, and her answers show that she's invested, so. Yeah, especially her last statement about feeling that the city is like disconnected. Her as a youth feel disconnected. This is something that she can pull from and make sure that, you know, she's in these spaces that people are included in. Yeah, to promote that engagement. I'm curious if, Shelley, has the youth commission recruited before then? Out and about, as they're going, are they looking for more? Okay,
Yes, they recruit, they also had, they're working with Noel currently to update their, recruitment video that they have on social media as well, so they're updating that. And they do recruit when they're out in the community.
and do they work with the Reading High School? Because I see that these, these lists of activities are becoming familiar as I see them that apply are part of, like the Councilor Miller mentioned was the Link Crew, that way we know, Knights of Social Justice, Student Council, Reading Youth Advisory, like all of this is in the high school. Youth Commission is kind of more city, but how do they work together? How do they align their goals?
So we do have now, school board members
Okay.
who are attending meetings. So they hear, you know, what the youth commission wants to accomplish, and we work through them to get whatever they need to through the district.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes.
Yep, I'm in favor. She seems like she's able to work with others, has a passion for her community, and also like, she seems to have some goals after college, such as entering the medical field, which I find is interesting.
Good. I think with both candidates, they both brought up their own ideas that they felt why they would be good candidates, which I think is important. Things about what they see that they feel they could make a difference. And both with the first one, also with the second one too, but in different ways, which I think is important. It shows their individuality. So I'm in agreement for Brianna also. So I think the three of us are in agreement that both candidates should move forward with the youth commission. And talk about that. So the full council. All right, any appointments, review of pending applications, openings?
There has been no change since the last meeting.
Okay. Is there any other conversation we need to have?
From me.
All right, then can I have a motion to adjourn? Second? Second. Favor, meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Have a good evening.